What a lovely day it is. It's a little breezy, but perfect weather, blue skies. My lemon balm is getting so tall, I need to go ahead and record about it and what I've learned about it so I can cut it back and hang it. I'm going to leave just a small spot of it so I can come back and record what the flower looks like. The scientific name of lemon balm is Melissa officinalis. And the family is the mint family, which is the Lamiaceae. The name Melissa, which is just odd because that's just a girl's name, is Greek for honeybee. So if your name is Melissa, did you know it was Greek for honeybee? Honeybee? The name officinalis is Latin for of the shop, in that it was sold as an herb, as an herbal remedy. So they would sell it. I absolutely love lemon balm for everything. We mostly drink it as a warm tea in the evenings before bed, especially in the winter, more so than the summer. After noon, I cannot drink caffeine because it keeps me awake at night. So I always want a warm drink in the cold months, and this just fits the bill. Both my husband and I enjoy it that way. I have grown spearmint actually right here between the lemon balm and the lemon thyme, but I pulled it this year just because I don't really use it for anything else. Not that I didn't like it, but the spearmint pairs very well with the lemon balm, but you need a lot more lemon balm since it's milder, and just a little spearmint. It is such a mild and friendly herb that it goes with just about everything. It's my favorite herb to use of those that I've grown, and I like to put it in homemade mashed potatoes as it just makes it look wholesome without really having an offensive, overpowering flavor. It also goes well in shortbread cookies and scones, and can be sprinkled on almost anything and combined well with other flavors. Lemon balm is known for containing chemicals that have a calming or sedative effect. So it is often used as a holistic ingredient. Some people say it helps with anxiety, stress, insomnia, and indigestion as well. And there are many claims that this herb treats. But for me, well, although I drink it before bed, I don't think it puts me to sleep. It's not a sedative. It doesn't help me with my insomnia at all. But I think it's something about the smell that's calming. The flower is a small white flower, and the aroma reaches its peak just before flowering, so it's best to harvest before the plant flowers. That's why I'm going to go ahead and harvest this today and hang it up to dry, and then I'm going to leave a little spot so we can see what the flower looks like. The plant is a perennial, and my plant has come back faithfully year after year after year. I had a friend once, this bed here is, my husband just went out and got some random dirt somewhere when we first put it in, and it's not got the best soil, and I was having trouble growing things in it. And my friend said, why don't you plant herbs there? They grow anywhere. And sure enough, they did. So the leaves, we'll look at them, they're kind of heart-shaped, and they have a rough vein surface and some scalloped edges. So you see the edges are really cute. Zoom in on them. And you can, the texture You can see the texture of the veins. It's a very identifiable plant, I think. Look at the trees. So people also use this for essential oils. I have never learned how to do that. Might be something I can learn, how to extract the oils from it. I've also, though, just taken it and put it in water and simmered it for an aroma, especially when I'm just sitting and working at my laptop or reading a book. It's a nice aroma to take in to relax. Well, I did say that we want to cut this before it blooms, but the lemon balm is grown to attract bees for making of honey. Honey, I don't know a lot about making honey, but I do know that people grow different things near their bees, their bee farms, because the bees, when they visit whatever flower, they take on the scent of that when creating the honey. So that goes back to the name of this, meaning, I've got to scroll back up, Melissa, meaning Greek for honeybee. So this is apparently an ancient thing that they used to do. So that's why it got the name referencing honeybees, because it ages and ages ago, that's what they began using this for. It is mentioned in Greek writings in 300 BC as bee leaf. That's before Christ. That's really ancient. It was mentioned in writings in the Middle Ages and during the early eras of England, and if you want to Google, all of that is out there. The colonists brought it over to America, and Thomas Jefferson even grew it in his Monticello garden. And an English botanist with the last name of Culpeper suggested it would cause the heart to be merry, among other remedies. I like that idea. I like the thought of my lemon balm causing the heart to be merry. I have a few leaves here. You see, here's one that don't look too good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off first. I don't really want them in my lemon balm, only it's probably okay. Oh my gosh, I can already smell it. Now you can use these fresh, but you know, I like my lemon balm to be green and pretty. And so I'm going to pull these off, and then I've got my basket here with a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to trim them off and put them in the basket. Okay, you see it's pretty short, and I just grabbed it like this with my hands and took my scissors and cut them, and then laid them all the same direction in the basket. Now I'm going to take these and just string them up, and it's really easy to do with some jute, but this will get tall at least 4 more times this year, and I'll get another harvest. I'm out on my favorite place in the garden, on my patio. The garden's out there, and I sit here a lot, and I'm going to sit here with my pillows and string them up. I have 2 kinds of jute, so this is what we usually think about jute, but I get it in white, and I really like the white. And there they are, all strung up in 2 bundles. It took me just a few minutes to do. I just grabbed a bunch and laid the string out underneath it, laid it down, and tied it. So I'm going to keep these in the kitchen because I don't really like drying them outside. You never know what's going to happen to them, bird doo-doo or something. So I have this door in my kitchen, and those are potatoes up there. I put baskets on the door. That's just decorative. And it's a perfect place to hang these, and every time I walk by them in the kitchen, I will smell them. And I keep the jars we use a lot. There's some small jars that I use for my tea that are all clean here. I use them for everything. This is our trash can now. We absolutely love it, not having to bend over. Just two of us, we don't need that much. But right here in this scene, if you go over here, are my jars of lemon thyme, lemon balm, and other things that I have done from the past. And we'll look at them more. There's last year's lemon balm. You can see how green it still is. Here's some mint left over from last year. That's spearmint. Some basil from 2022 I dried, which, look, still green. Some lemon thyme from last year, although I have some of that also drying. Anyway, that's what I do with them, and where I put them, sometimes I get so many. There's some more jute. I line them up on top as well. It's been a week or more, and so these lemon balm are crunchy, so I need to do the next part. So the rain is coming in. I was planting seeds, but I'm changing tasks. You can see the rain clouds coming in. I have both my lemon balm, this larger one, and the lemon thyme in my basket. These are my supplies. I'm going to be doing them at the same time or starting them. I have a big bowl here. I sit down. And then I have 2 gallon-sized baggies marked lemon balm and lemon thyme. What I've done is I have my lemon balm bag, and I've shoved both bunches into it and cut the strings off. And I don't think I can film myself with this larger camera doing it, but what I'm going to do is grab hold of one stick at a time and put my other hand on the other end, and as I pull the stick out, my hand that's on my camera right now is going to keep all of the lemon balm in the bag. And then when I get the stick clean of all the lemon balm, I just use this as a temporary trash. I got company. Look, she's watching the rain and she wants Mama to hold her. She's scared of the thunder. But I just use this as because it's a large bowl, as a place to hold it until I throw away the little stems. This stuff actually goes really fast, at least with the lemon balm, not so much the lemon thyme. And the rain, can you hear it on the roof? Oh, metal roof. Sounds so sweet. And this is actually therapeutic. You just let your mind go and you're doing something productive, but it takes no thinking. I think a lot, I know, but this requires no thinking. Now that all the stems are out, I think, comes the next part, and I can do this, now that it's all contained in this baggie, I can do this while I watch TV, and my bowl can get smaller. I don't have to have a big bowl, but basically I just reach in here and I just crunch until these things are small pieces. And as you're crunching, you will find, I can't quite do it with one hand, stems. So then I will just take the stems. Sometimes they get smaller and smaller and smaller, but you feel them hard with your hand, and I just take them out and put them in the bowl, and I just keep crunching until this has got no stems in it, and it's small pieces. Okay, got my lemon balm all done. You can't see it through the bag very well. And I went out and got last year's jar so we can compare. I dumped it on here because I wanted to show you what it looked like. So I have a nice little scallop tray that I put next to the hammock swing where we can set drinks when I get a cloth on this table yet. But look how gorgeous it looks. And I've labeled my jar. And there it is. I don't know if I'm going to fit it all in there, but we're going to see. Isn't it gorgeous? I like to set myself up for photo ops because the dried herbs just look so fun, lovely, inviting, especially against white. So I went ahead and dumped out a little bit of the 2023 lemon balm. You can see how this 2024 has still got some larger leaves in it, and this is even broken down finer. But look at the color. It's still green. It's a little more vibrant green, actually. But doesn't it look great? It lasts. That's what I like. And there we have it. The 2023 on the left. It's a little finer. And the 2024 all in one jar. You have to push it down and smush it, but it all goes in there. I have waited a long time for this to bloom, and the lemon balm is ready to be cut and dried again, and this that I left in the back is still not really blooming, although it does have some things on it, little bitty buds. I don't find them very showy at all. And I'm trying to wait on them to bloom to show you how they bloom, but I think I'm gonna give up, and this is what you get to see.